Hi, this is Mark Thomas, co-designer of SEAL Team Flix, and today I want to talk about specializations and choosing your loadout for a mission. As you may or may not know, there are two different ways to play SEAL Team Flix. Skirmish mode, which is just each of the 17 missions in a one-off basis, or campaign, where you go through a branching campaign where the next mission that you do is dependent on how you performed the last time. So, every mission has a rank designation, E6 through E9, and that's useful for if you're just doing them as a one-off. But every time, if you're in campaign mode, every time a SEAL survives a mission, and everyone starts out at rank E6, which gives you access to some basic equipment, like there's a battle rifle. There's no shotgun at E6. There is a sniper rifle. There is a submachine gun, and that's the battle rifle again. So, and then there's various equipment. You've got suppressors, grenades, ballistic armor, medical kits, things like that. But when your SEAL survives a mission, he or she will receive a rank token. And that just goes there while we're playing. And also, if the team as a whole has completed the secondary objective, they'll receive a bonus rank token for the group, and then you can decide who gets it. So let's say we grant the second token to Tom Strongarm Steinwinder. Then he would get to clear both of them off and rank up to E7. So that's where things start to get interesting. Once you get rank E7, you get to choose from one of 6 different classes or specializations. We have explosive ordnance disposal. Over here in the corner I can see its initials are EOD. That's important for various equipment, like you'll see right here, the initials that you have to have, what specialization can use this particular equipment, and then what rank you have to have as well. Anyway, EOD, they get to flick an extra disc before they start the timer for the bomb defusal sideboard, and they also get an extra disc when they do the E-lock bypass. Now that's at E7. Once you rank up to E8, again by gaining 2 more rank tokens, you get everything you had before. Also, breaching charges create -1 sound when they're used by this SEAL. That's great because breaching charges, which come in at E7, are pretty loud. They make 6 sound. And you can use that to basically blow a door off of its hinges, even if it's an E-lock. They're pretty great. And you'll also stun everyone that's on the other side of the door. Anyway, once the EOD ranks all the way up to E9, he also, any alarm tokens he discovers are discarded with no effect. Basically, he manages to get around alarms before they can go off. So, what other choices do we have? Advanced Close Combat, or ACC. You actually get 2 sets of these, so 2 different SEALs on your team can go Advanced Close Combat. That gives you bonuses with submachine guns. Let's see. Their benefit doesn't change at rank E8. They just get different new gear they can get. And then finally, this is nice, they can ignore bleed if they're in cover. Then we go to Scout Sniper. They get a bonus disc at E7 when they're doing the sniper sideboard. They can engage targets in the same area with the sniper rifle at E8. Traditionally, when you are using a sniper rifle, like for example at rank E7, you cannot attack anyone that's in your area with the sniper rifle. Now, that said, if you equip, let's see, where's E7? If you equip the reflex sight, which you get at rank E7, you can again engage enemies in the same area as the seal. Let's see. So then, at E9, the seal at the top rank, they can also flick 2 discs when using their secondary weapon. So 2 discs per fire action, so they can basically shoot twice with their pistol. That can be pretty handy. Okay. Next we go to the combat medic. They get to carry 2 medical kits in the same slot, so that can be nice. And if they rank up to E8, they can remove, once per round, they can remove a stun token on themselves or another adjacent seal as a free action. Also very handy, basically reviving their buddy. And when they hit E9, this is even better, they are immune basically to the bleed effect. Sorry, it's getting some glare on it. And, oh, their initials are CM. Oh, the scout sniper is SS. So, then we go to high threat protective security, or HTPS. Basically, if they have a HVT, high value target, or a hostage in this seal's area, tangos will not fire upon them. So, when you have a hostage, if the hostage is adjacent to you, tangos will not fire upon that hostage in reaction fire. But if you take the command action, you can tell a hostage to go somewhere on their own, and then they will be subject to reaction fire. So that can be nice if you have an HTPS seal to get around that. When they rank up to E8, they keep that same ability, they just get new gear. And then at E9, they also, once per turn, the seal can command all hostages or HVTs in the same area as a free action. So that can be useful. They can move a lot of hostages very quickly. Last class is Advanced Special Operations, or ASO. And again, you get 2 sets of these, so 2 seals can take this. This is a really popular one, +1 disc with battle rifles. An example, at E6, the battle rifle that you get is the Springfield M1A SOCOM. It's kind of loud, but it has 3 shots out of burst mode, and you can even use medium discs. So, and it also destroys terrain and stuns, so it is much more powerful than the MP5. But yes, it is kind of loud, so you're probably going to want that suppressor. Anyway, if you have the ASO class specialization, then you'll get another disc, so you'd be using 4 in burst mode with this weapon. So, E8, what do they get? They can also take the alert token from another seal in the same area, basically taking the aggro. And finally at E9, they also gain a +1 disc for E-lock bypass. Okay, so that's all the specializations. Essentially, once you pick one, it just goes up in the corner on your board. And also at E8, you get an extra equipment slot unlocked. Very handy. So what kind of cool stuff do we get when we rank up? Okay. At E7, we've got a new SMG, the HK UMP. Let's see. This is our first shotgun that comes into the game, the Benelli. And let's see, 3 sound. Destroys terrain and stuns. Ignores the first door. This is where you start using the stack. You actually stack 2 bullets on top of each other, and the idea is that one of them just sails right over the door, and the next one goes right into the room. And that can be interesting. And then, this is great, you get a silenced sniper rifle. So anyone that's using a sniper rifle gets to save an equipment slot by not having to use a suppressor. Let's take a look at E8. E8, we get another submachine gun, again with the integrated suppressor, the Steyr TMP. This is the battle rifle of choice for E8, the Bushmaster M4A SD. Again, another integrated suppressor. So it's nice because we're not having to use up an equipment slot for that. And the roughest shotgun in the game, the Pancore Jackhammer. This thing's pretty crazy. 2 stacks. And let's see. Can't attach anything to it, but that's okay. And that's just 4 sound for that thing. And E9. We've got another SMG, the best SMG in the game, Colt Commando 9mm. That can use single shot. Single shot mode is medium or large. Let's see, it will not destroy, train, or stun since it's an SMG. We have this fantastic sniper rifle, the Macmillan TAC 338. And let's see, can determine LOS from 1 space away when using the sniper sideboards. That can be pretty cool too. And the battle rifle, and you get 2 of these in the game, Robinson XCR-SD. The ASO class Specialization or HDPS can use this thing. It's pretty great. It's only 2 sound. It really can mess people up. What about gear? Let's take a look at the E8 gear. This is a really popular choice for the sniper, the dart pistol. EOD, HDPS, and the Scout Sniper can use this thing. It replaces your primary weapon. You get 2 shots with it. You put sound tokens on it to kind of represent ammo. It makes 0 sound whatsoever. The only downside is once you use those 2 shots, you don't get your pistol back. It just takes that slot entirely. Really cool though. And oh, this one's nice, the remote bomb. It's very loud, but you can basically take an action to plant it in an area and then as a free action later on, trigger it. If you want to distract tangos or maybe cover your escape, you know, blow up the tangos that are chasing you, this can be really handy. Let's take a look at E9. This one's pretty neat. Seeker rounds. What this does is in single shot mode, and you can use it twice per game. You can flick a bullet, and as long as it didn't hit anything, you can flick that bullet again. So you can essentially kind of shoot around corners with this thing twice. It's pretty neat. This one's great for making an escape, especially with hostages. Active camo. And you can do this basically once you declare that you're using it, put some sound tokens on it, 3 sound tokens, and every time you use it, every action you take while you're basically camouflaged, you remove the token. Tangos will completely ignore you with this. Okay, that's pretty much all of the stuff I wanted to show you. Oh, one last one. On E7, this one's great. The snake cam, very useful for checking out a room before opening the door. And you can examine, you know, what the objective token is, things like that. All right, guys, that's all for this video. I will catch you next time. Thanks.